Hello friends, it's Quintox here again for another edition of Paranormal Questions. This week we are looking at the Sai Kung Peninsula in Hong Kong, which is a beautiful fishing village known for its beaches, hiking trails and scenic views, located northeast of Hong Kong Central. It's also known as a ghost island, with some people having disappeared or died there under strange circumstances. Some people speculate the region is haunted, while others suggest that there is a type of portal to another dimension and a distortion of yin and yang energy. Sai Kung is also Hong Kong's UFO hotspot, with more sightings in the region than anywhere else in Hong Kong. Between 2013 and 2017, there were 89 reported sightings from the public, fueling further speculation of paranormal activity. A more conventional theory, however, is that those who meet an unfortunate fate in Sai Kung may have failed to plan adequately for their trip, or may have overestimated their fitness, thus suffering from acute dehydration. The problem with this theory, though, is that many of the people who became lost or perished were actually experienced hikers. The following cases highlight the mystery of this region. On September 2005, retired Constable Ting Liwa went missing while hiking in Sai Kung. Ting Liwa was an experienced hiker and used to work in the mountains catching thieves, and was part of the Central Anti-Triad Unit. When he retired, Ting Liwa volunteered with search and rescue teams to find missing hikers. He was a person that was very active in his community and comfortable in remote areas. Ting Liwa was reportedly last seen at a local grocery store in Siwan village. 1.5 hours after this sighting, he contacted 999.
What is the nature of your emergency?
I think I'm lost. I need help.
Okay, sir. Can you tell us what is going on?
I think I'm east of Pak Tam, along the MacLehose Trail, 487040, 487020.
Sir, those coordinates do not come up in our system. Could you please tell us where you are?
I have been walking for 2 hours and standing on the main road past 5870.
Sir, I am not sure what you are saying. Is anyone else there with you?
The conversation ended abruptly, and Ting Li was never heard from again. Search and rescue teams, comprising of 100 officers and volunteers, were sent to search for Ting Li, and they spent 5 days looking for him. Lien is the only person to have reported seeing Ting Liwa that day. No one else in the grocery store saw him. Why would the mayor of Jiwan village report seeing a hiker that wasn't there? Did he get the time wrong? Was Ting Liwa in the grocery store at all that day? As of 2025, Ting Liwa's body still has not been recovered. Could Ting Liwa's job in the Anti-Triad Unit have led to his disappearance, or was he a victim of the enigmatic Sai Kung Peninsula? In 2016, 45-year-old Zhang Shanpeng went hiking in Sai Kung and survived. His account of what happened during his time in Sai Kung is perhaps one of the strangest stories told involving the region. While he was hiking, Zhang posted a photo and message on social media around 10 a.m. The photo showed a cloudy sky, suggesting rain was imminent. Zhang changed direction and headed down the mountain to Demoshan, deciding to go home. Zhang began walking and suddenly felt strange and disoriented. He lost consciousness. He awoke to find himself in the bushes, confused as to how he got there. It was getting dark, and he needed to get home quickly. There was an eerie silence that engulfed him, and suddenly he heard a voice call his name. Zhang turned around, but no one was there. He felt as though the path he was walking on had changed, and he now felt lost. He looked for his phone to call 999, but could not find it. He wandered around, then sat down to rest and fell asleep. By this stage, his wife had called emergency services when he failed to arrive home, and a search party had been sent out to look for him. The following morning, Zhang arose and commenced walking. He saw a mountaineer in the distance and felt a sense of relief. However, as he approached the man, he disappeared. A few hours later, Zhang saw another person who looked like a tourist in the distance and yelled out for help. As he approached, this person also disappeared. Later that day, Zhang began to hear noises akin to broadcasting sounds. Exhausted and confused, Zhang then fell asleep. The following day, Zhang awoke to find himself in a cemetery, which made no sense as the area was undeveloped. Zhang continued to experience strange shifts in his surroundings, but continued walking. He had now been lost for 4 days when he suddenly saw some tourists in the distance. At this point, Zhang was apprehensive, assuming they were figments of his imagination. However, as he approached the group, he discovered they were real people and used their mobile phone to call the police and his family to let them know he was safe. Zhang then stumbled into the town of Ham Tin Wan, where he was met by a team of rescuers who described his appearance as being in a trance-like state. Many are quick to dismiss the experience of Zhang Shanpeng as hallucinations, or the story of a man with a vivid imagination. Questions remain, however, as to why it took rescuers 3 days to find him. Dozens of people were searching for Zhang, and his blue cap was found on the first day of searching, suggesting that rescue teams had an idea of which trail to take. Despite this, Zhang wasn't found until days later. Did Zhang experience anxiety-induced hallucinations? Or was he one of the few people to make it back from the mysterious Sai Kung barrier? Another individual who was not so lucky was 57-year-old Ning Kuk Leung, who was another experienced hiker. Ning made a call to emergency services on August 26, 2023, 3 days after he had gone missing, saying that he was in poor physical health and severely dehydrated, requiring immediate assistance. Ning was unable to provide an accurate location of his position. Search efforts commenced, and a few days after, Ning's gloves were found in dense forest near Buffalo Hill. Rescuers concentrated their search around this vicinity. However, Ning Kwok Lung's decomposed body was not found until 3 weeks after his request for assistance. Why did it take so long for rescue teams to find him? Many people seem to think that hiking is a relatively benign activity that anyone can do. The problem is that people tend to underestimate the risk involved and the fitness level required to navigate difficult terrain in extreme heat. Search and rescue agencies have warned the public about the dangers of hiking alone. There were 256 search and rescue operations in the East Kowloon region during September 2021 to August 2022, with 90% of cases occurring in the Sai Kung district. Considering the fact that the Sai Kung Peninsula is sparsely populated relative to the mainland, this statistic is quite disproportionate, which has given rise to the rumors of weird energy or spirits. Why did it take experienced rescue teams 4 days to find Shanpeng, and what were the strange coordinates that Ting Li was describing to emergency operators? Were these missing cases due to some mysterious, unidentifiable source, Or was it simply a matter of people overestimating their fitness and being unprepared, despite being experienced hikers? What do you think happened in Sai Kung?